Hello and hi, my name is Hadira and I am a part of this group and we will be talking about Celcom in DG. So I will be explaining a bit on the introduction. So Celcom DG Berhad are two enterprises that were merged on the 30th of November 2022. And the reason why they wanted to merge in the first place is because they wanted to bring together the network infrastructure, scale and customer base of basically both companies, and they wanted to combine the strengths. So the main objectives of the merger were to improve operational efficiency, accelerate network modernization, and enhance the overall service quality of both of their enterprises. So today, Celcom DG offers a wide range of services like 5G connectivity and like data plans, broadband services and whatnot. So as a result of that, we can see that Celcom DG has become like one of the biggest, largest mobile network providers here in Malaysia, serving over 20 million people. So yeah, that's it for the introduction. So now I will be explaining more on the background. So for Malaysia's telecommunications market, it's oligopoly, which means that there are certain competitors like Celcom DG, Maxis and U-Mobile. So those are the players in this market. It means that it's kind of difficult for other companies to enter this kind of market, because it means that if one company sets the tone or the pace, everyone has to follow. So that's the meaning of oligopoly. So like I said just now, the companies are interdependent. So when one operator changes its prices, services, or like network investments, everyone has to follow suit. So because Celcom DG is like the largest operator, it has like the biggest influence here in Malaysia. So this structure can improve efficiency and encourage innovation, and it also creates concerns and less price competition and too much market power.
Hello there, my name is Abdullah, and I will be briefly explaining how market structure and government regulations influence Telecom DG's behavior in a telecom industry. Starting with the market structure, as mentioned before, the market structure for the telecom industry is an oligopoly, meaning it is dominated by a few large firms. Because there are only a small number of competitors, companies are highly interdependent. This means that any major decision, such as changing prices, introducing new data plans, or upgrading networks, is made while considering how other competitors will react. Due to this interdependence, aggressive competition is discouraged. For example, if one firm lowers price too much, rivals may retaliate, leading to price wars that reduce profits for everyone. As a result, telecom firms tend to compete carefully and strategically. Telecom DG plays a major role in this market as the largest mobile operator in Malaysia. It has wide network coverage, a large customer base, and strong financial resources. Because of its size, Telecom DG's actions can influence the behavior of other firms in the industry. In terms of strategic behavior, Telecom DG avoids aggressive pricing and focuses on long-term sustainability. This approach helps reduce competitive retaliation and minimizes risk, allowing the company to operate in a more stable environment. Government regulation further shapes Telecom DG's behavior, as the company is regulated by the Malaysian Communications and Multimedia Commission, or formerly known as the MCMC. The MCMC oversees pricing behavior, sets service quality, and protects consumers, ensuring fair competition in the market. Regulation is also important for the development of 5G. In Malaysia, 5G infrastructure is provided through Digital Nasional Berhad, or DNB. Under the system, infrastructure ownership is separated from service provision. This allows Telecom DG to focus less on owning networks and more on delivering services and innovation. Finally, regulation influences investment decision, as Telecom DG is required to expand coverage, especially in rural areas, under initiatives such as Jindela. This means the company must balance profit with social responsibility while supporting national digital goals.
Hi, my name is Alisa Christina, and now I'll be presenting the challenges, issues, and problems faced by Celcom DG. So, the first one is regulatory compliance and market power control. Celcom DG operates in a highly regulated market, and after the merging of both companies, the authorities introduced strict rules to prevent the company from being too dominant of their power. One major requirement was the return of 70 MHz spectrum. This was done to ensure fair competition so that Celcom DG wouldn't have too much control over the network. And in addition, the company must also support MVNOs, which are small companies such as Red One and TuneTalk, which adds more work to their branding, distribution, and system processes. And the second one is operational challenges from merger integration. So the merger of Celcom and DG also created several operational challenges, especially when combining their infrastructures. By 2024, around 40% of the towers were being consolidated, which caused network disruptions and weaker signals for many customers during the process. And on top of that, integrating both companies' IT systems and upgrading them required significant time and created higher operating expenses. The third one is competitive pressures in an oligopolistic market. So even though Celcom DG is now the largest telco in Malaysia, it still faces strong competition, especially from Maxis, which still continues to gain subscribers. Because of this, Celcom DG must keep its prices competitive while also managing higher operational costs. At the same time, they must invest heavily in areas like 5G networks, enterprise solutions, and bundled strategies to bundled services to stay ahead without relying only on the price. And the fourth one is consumer experience and public perception issues. So the merging of these two companies had also affected customers directly, which caused them dissatisfaction. During the network consolidation period, many users experienced disruptions, poor connectivity, and inconsistent service. Because communication from the company was not always clear and poor, customers often felt confused and frustrated, which led to more negative public perception and a decline in trust. And the last one is strategy and market positioning risk. So as one of the largest telcos in Malaysia, Celcom DG must manage its position very carefully as they may face a lot of risks in the future. So holding significant market power means the company is closely monitored by regulators to ensure it does not act unfairly or engage in any anti-competitive behavior. And as the new market leader, Celcom DG must also shift from being a challenger to behaving like a responsible dominant operator. This means making decisions that are fair to smaller competitors and maintaining responsible practices in pricing, customer services, and network development.
Hi, my name is Noriana Batrisha. So now I will be presenting on the solution and recommendation for the Celcom DG company. So for our first suggestion is we recommend Celcom DG in strengthening the Universal Service Provision USP framework. This ensures connectivity with rural and underserved areas, which also support Malaysia's My Digital Plan in transforming Malaysia into a digitally driven high-income nation in a regional leader in the digital economy. So Celcom DG can go beyond infrastructure by promoting the digital literacy, by working with schools and communities to teach internet skills, cybersecurity, and online learning. This can build trust and enhance Celcom DG corporate social responsibility profile. So as for our second suggestion is by optimizing network through cost efficiency. This strategy can be done by collaborating with regulators such as Malaysia Communication and Multimedia Commission, which is called MCMC. The company can align rollout plan with national initiative like Jendela. The strategy will not only reduce financial burden of expansion for the company, but also ensures compliance with national digitalization. So for our third and last recommendation is by enhancing customer experience and satisfaction. This solution can be done by creating a 24/7 AI-powered customer support. Instead of competing on price, Telkomdigi should focus on service quality, since the involved firms compete less on price and more on service quality due to the government intervention. Our third and last suggestion is enhancing customer experience and satisfaction, which is essential in telecommunication sector. Instead of competing on price, Telkomdigi should focus on service quality, since the involved firms compete less on price and more on service quality due to the government intervention. For example, 24/7 AI-powered customer support can provide instant solutions to common issues like slow internet or data plan confusion. This improves customer loyalty and positions Telkomdigi as a service leader, where a superior service becomes a key competitive advantage in the oligopoly market. So now we move on to the key finding of our case study of the telecommunication sector on Telkomdigi's market structure and government regulation. So based on our summary our presentation, we can see that Malaysia's telecom sector operate based on the oligopoly market, which is dominated by Telkomdigi, Maxis, U-Mobile and Telekom Malaysia. So for our case study, we've chosen Telkomdigi. Our literature review highlighted that the telecommunication sector have high barriers to entry, rapid technological change, government regulation, and shows how structure and regulation shape the firm behavior. Our key challenges showed that the Telkomdigi have regulatory compliance and market control, operational challenges, merger integration, competitive pressures, consumer experience and public perception, and lastly, strategy and market positioning risks. So for the solution part, we propose that Telkomdigi strengthen the USP framework, optimizing cost efficiency and enhancing customer satisfaction. So in short, the conclusion that we've come to for our case study is that Telkomdigi's long-term success depends on balancing cost efficiency, technological innovation and regulatory cooperation. By focusing on customer-centered strategies, Telkomdigi can remain Malaysia's market leader and drive the nation's digital in transforming Malaysia into a digitally driven high-income nation in a regional leader in the digital economy based on the Malaysia's My Digital Plan. So thank you for listening on our presentation. That's all from us. Okay.